Hey there, today I am making some gingerbread whoopie pies. The cookies are already done. These are delicious. It's from the Sally's Baking Addiction website. I'll post the recipe when I'm finished. But my cookies are done, they're cool, and I flipped half of them up so we can prepare them together. What I really want to teach all of you today though is how to sift. So I don't think you need a separate sifting tool in most kitchens. Just use your colander. So I'm gonna sift the powdered sugar that we need for the frosting, and that's what we're gonna make together today. So when you need to sift something, it really just makes it kind of fluffy, takes out any of the chunks that might be solidified into your sugar or your flour. And when you put it into your colander, you generally can just tap it and it will go straight through. Or you can take a spoon. I've got the mix and scraper right here. I'm just kind of stirring it. It's going through all of the holes and it's gonna make it nice and fluffy. So do you ever make frosting from scratch and you need to sift it? This is your trick. It's gonna make a really nice smooth frosting. So for our frosting for these, I don't know if you call it frosting or filling for the whoopie pies, I've already blended half a stick of unsalted butter with 6 ounces of powdered sugar. And typically with our deluxe stand mixer, you can actually do it all at once, but I wanted to make it a little bit faster for all of you. So this is just about done. There we go. I don't want to miss any parts of it. Of course, I think you can't make frosting without getting powdered sugar all over the countertop, right? Okay, so this is really fluffed up. I've been mashing it well enough. There we go. But you can see the texture of this is totally different now. It's really, really fine. And we'll just dump the rest in there and we're good. Okay, so for the next step, I've got my mixture here with cream cheese and butter. We're gonna go ahead and just add all of that powdered sugar. And I'm gonna add half a teaspoon of our, I've gotta read the double strength Madagascar pure bourbon vanilla extract. Super yummy. It's available on my website only between the months of October and December while supplies last. It's double strength, but I never cut it in half. I always use the full amount, and that's what makes it taste like the professional bakeries. So you'll want to take check out this bottle on my website. I always buy enough this time of year to last me all year long since it's a seasonal item. And in here I have the spices. So there's just a little bit of cloves, nutmeg, ginger, and cinnamon to make a spiced frosting. She suggests half of an eighth of a teaspoon. So it's a tiny little pinch. So you don't need very much. If you like it to be a little spicier, you can add more. Now what I love about our deluxe stand mixer, lots of things, of course. I've got a mess over here. Let me wipe this down. This is gonna make me crazy and probably some of you too. The stand mixer has a preset for lots of different settings. So it does cream, mix, it kneads, and I love it for lots of things, even beyond baking. The lever on the back here is how you release the arm, so it snaps in place. And when you're doing something with frosting, with the powdered sugar or flour, add your shield. I'm gonna set it on the cream cycle and we'll let it go. I don't need to let it go for the full 2.5 minutes because it's partially mixed already just for the sake of time. So let's go over here and take a look at what I baked these cookies on. This is the pizza stone, and then this is the flat stone. Now you can see which one I've used more of, right? This one I use for everything, pizzas and flatbreads, cookies, biscuits. It's an amazing piece, and this one will eventually look the same way just by virtue of using it. I portioned all of the cookies with the medium scoop. You can use a larger scoop if you wanted, but remember, whoopie pies are 2 cookies, so you want to think about the portion and what you want to do. Okay, so this is mixed up. Do you hear how the speed is increasing? The presets do that automatically, so you don't have to think about it. And I'm gonna let it be right here. Okay, so let's go ahead and get it put together into our decorating bag. So I've got my reusable decorating bag turned upside down into a tall cup. And I'm just gonna go ahead and use that to hold it upright while I get some of this frosting in there. Look at that. Okay. I remember when I was a kid, my mom used to make whoopie pies. They were chocolate. And I didn't know there were lots of other flavors until I was an adult. I've made pumpkin whoopie pies. These are, of course, gingerbread. There's all different kinds. I've seen them in bakeries with like red velvet, all different types. So maybe you'd like to explore some different flavors. They're so fun. And who doesn't love something creamy between two cookies, right? Okay, so you're gonna take your decorating bag and you wanna make sure that frosting is pushed all the way to the bottom. So I'm just gonna start at the top and just kind of squeeze it. I learned yesterday there's a term for this. It's called burping the bag to make sure all the air is out. So you'll know you've gone all the way through, or you've got the air out when you see that frosting kind of come out. And that's at the point that I'm going to go ahead and clip the top. So go ahead and clip it with your Twix-It clip. And then you're still going to hold at the top, and we're just going to pipe a little amount of the filling on just the bottom half. Okay, just like that. Then you're going to just simply take your cookie and top it. Just like this. These are going to be a hit. Everybody will love them. So I like to freeze these actually because we can't eat all of them, but you can wrap them and freeze them individually, and then when you want a single one, just pull it out and enjoy it. So I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy one of these. I'm sure Mike is gonna want one of his own too. I'd split it with him, but I think we each want our own. So I hope you'll give these gingerbread whoopie pies a try. And remember, the next time something calls for sifting, just pull out your colander, run it through there, and you'll be so impressed with how fluffy everything is. Give it a try. Thanks for watching.